Okay, hello. This
Hello.
is episode 2 here for us. We are just gonna kind of dive into stuff. We're gonna talk about
We'll
actually
talk.
before we talk about that, let's just we've grown a lot since our first episode, and we come out with an Instagram with its the last two Brain Cell Sports Pod. Go follow that for all the sports breaking news, and then also our Spotify last two Brain Cells sports podcast over there. Um,
We got
and
Apple
then
Music or Apple
Apple
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, and then also
Um,
YouTube, same thing, all platforms.
yes, sir.
So let's hop right into it. You want to take it away?
Yeah, let's start off with some breaking news. J.J. Watt signs with the Arizona Cardinals. Um, he signed for a 2-year, $31 million deal. And he is also with DeAndre Hopkins, his former teammate who used to play on the Texans. So, and DeAndre Hopkins actually tweeted or Instagram, can't remember. He said, "Hey, we should join back," you know. So, and this happened.
Yeah, he tweeted
I'm
this.
not very surprised he went to the Cardinals. It would be cool for him to see. It would be cool to see him on the Steelers with all the Watt brothers. But
That would have been, yeah, that's what I wanted.
yeah,
It was cool. DeAndre Hopkins said, "Let's finish what we started." I didn't think JJ Watt was actually gonna go to Arizona, but I mean that just made a contender, a Super Bowl contender right there, like a contender, playoff contender to a Super Bowl contender. Uh,
yeah,
JJ, his stats obviously haven't been JJ the past couple of years, but few other years. But then again, he's been injured. He's had this. He looks healthy now, but I mean, like you can never underestimate. I mean, JJ Watt, that's a superstar you just added to a stacked Cardinals team already.
yeah. Well, the Cardinals, dude, they're all like young players too, right? Like look at Kyler Murray. He's gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in the league in a few years, right? So you know, the Cardinals have a bright future ahead of them.
Yeah, their defense is looking really good as well. Top couple players, Buda Baker, very young. But then Chandler Jones, also he's getting older, but I mean, like you can never like Chandler Jones and JJ Watt. I think this it was since 2015 or 2017. JJ Watt and Chandler Jones, I think it's 2017, have been the highest sack um, like percentage out of anyone.
Yeah,
So having those two together is
yeah, it's definitely gonna
is
cause problems for the offense.
yeah, I don't know how that you're gonna stop that, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. But what do you think were some factors that led him to go to Arizona?
Definitely, DeAndre Hopkins. I feel like he was, because I feel like he always wanted to play with DeAndre Hopkins. They're always good friends. So I wasn't very surprised, like I said. And it's also, nice climate, right? So there's a lot of reasons he went there, but I think that DeAndre Hopkins was the biggest one.
And also JJ Watt on getting his number. He got number 99 because uh, he spoke with Goldberg's daughter, and then she gave him permission to wear number 99, and she
Yeah.
wore it throughout his whole career. So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So I mean, that's pretty much all the details of JJ Watt trade. But aren't you shocked? Don't you think he was gonna go to Pittsburgh? What made you think he didn't? Like, why didn't he go to Pittsburgh?
I feel like that Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Arizona were his last three fought like final places you'd want to go. I feel like he would have had a better shot going to Cleveland than Pittsburgh. Um, I I don't I don't know why he didn't go to Pittsburgh. It was a bit weird, but that would have been cool to have all three of the Watt brothers playing together. But yeah, it's just a bit weird why he didn't go there. But I honestly I don't really care where he goes. But oh, like you said, over the last few years he hasn't been as good. Do you think he's gonna get back to his normal self?
Yeah, I
That's,
think so. If he stays healthy, I mean, JJ Watt's JJ Watt. He's always going to be great. So it's like once you pair him up with Chandler Jones as well, I mean,
yeah,
imagine you're gonna have to put okay. Not every like team or even good team has two good tackles.
yeah, and
And
he's
you
only 31.
and he's only 31, yeah. And you put
So
Chandler Jones and JJ Watt on the same line. I mean, you're gonna have to pick your poison. You're gonna have to pick your best guard to tackle to take one of them, and the other one's gonna be home free. So I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna be fun to watch JJ Watt because he doesn't have to actually carry the D line now. He'll have help with Chandler Jones, so that'll be very fun to watch. Chandler
yeah,
Jones
yeah.
also coming back from injury, so
Yeah, and also Houston wasn't really like they've even last season they haven't been, they were terrible, right? And Deshaun Watson wants out of there. We'll talk about that later in the podcast. But you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff happening in football right now. So
yeah, Houston, man, Houston is wow. They are not looking good. They give up their, I mean, star. I mean, they give their defense practically. Who else do they have? No one really.
yeah,
Um, they got the third overall pick this year. That's all. Oh wait, the
what's up?
Dolphins have it because because Houston traded for Laramie Tunsil. So
Yeah,
the Dolphins have their third, and
yeah,
at least they have Deshaun Watson.
yeah. Deshaun Watson wants
Oh,
out.
oh wait, yeah, no, never mind. Deshaun Watson also wants out.
Yeah,
So
so
that
this is
leaves
what I think is
Houston
gonna
with
happen.
pretty much some rubble and
Yeah.
zero to little cap space.
So for Houston to actually get some players, they have to. They're gonna JJ or what's his name? Deshaun Watson wants out. So once he hits free agency, he's 100% gonna leave, right? So once, because the Houston the Texans franchise, they know that Deshaun Watson's gonna leave, and or actually they should know that. But if he leaves, they don't get anybody for him in free agency. So it's better for them to trade Deshaun Watson now as opposed to when he hits free agency.
Yeah, no, they're definitely gonna trade him, but I mean,
Yeah,
with a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, and he played amazing
yeah,
this
he was.
last season with zero to nothing to work with.
Yeah,
Um, and I mean, the Texans also probably losing Will Fuller if he wants to go somewhere. I mean, the Texans, it's just not looking good. They're gonna take years to get back on track.
yeah, they definitely have to make a trade for Deshaun Watson, or else they're not gonna get anything out of him.
Yeah, they could
So
definitely get a lot of first. I'd say two for him. So
they can get some picks and get a quarterback, right? As a Steelers fan, you could take Ben Roethlisberger, but he just signed a contract. But we'll talk about that later. So
okay, so moving on now, we're gonna move into the NBA kind of news. What do we got happening over there?
um, lots of stuff. So the latest, DeMarcus Cousins has cleared waivers and is free to sign with any NBA team. If you haven't heard yet, Houston Rockets have parted ways with DeMarcus Cousins. He is not a good player anymore, which I think he's been to Warriors, he's been to Lakers, he's been to Houston now, and he's all wanted out of all those franchises. So seeing this is not a surprise. I feel like I don't think a team and any other team is going to sign him just because he's not as good. He's not as a valuable player anymore. Because as you can see, when he was playing with the Warriors, he didn't get many minutes. So he definitely thinks he's way better than he actually is.
Yeah, agreed. He wants too much money, and I mean, until he realizes he does not is not worth that anymore, that ego's got to step down if he wants to play again in the NBA.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we'll see. Go ahead.
Also, I want to talk about Luka Doncic. Doncic. So, he is, I think, is his third year in the league now. Third or fourth. He is already a two-time All-Star, All NBA First Team, Rookie of the Year, All Rookie First Team, one of two players in NBA history with 4,000 points and 1,000 assists before turning 22. What do you think of that?
That's crazy. He just turned 22 a couple of days ago, and he's already. I mean, come on. Luca is going to be the next LeBron. Luca's going to be the next Kobe. Luca's going to be the
I
next
wouldn't say
MJ.
that far, but he's
But what? I mean, like these accolades. I mean, come on, he's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
once LeBron leaves the league, who's gonna be the face? Who's gonna take over?
yeah, it's well, it could be Luca. Giannis, he could be that, but Luca, he's got something else. He's got something. He's not gonna be like LeBron. He's not gonna be like Jordan. He's not gonna be like Kobe. He's gonna be like Luca.
Yeah. So, um, Luca's gonna be he's gonna be a threat. I didn't mean he was gonna be like play style, but I mean like he'll definitely be like known as like if you were to even talk about the NBA and someone not even knowing what the NBA is
Hmm.
about, they'll know Luka Doncic. Like if you just say LeBron and no one watches basketball, you'll know who LeBron is.
Yeah, he's a household name. Like you
Yeah,
got
household name.
LeBron,
He'll become the
Kobe.
face of the NBA for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like household names, you got LeBron, Kobe,
Okay, you know
Gretzky.
what? I have to do
All
this
those
to you.
guys.
I have to do this to you.
What?
All right. There's gonna be a little bit of controversy, but
All right.
give me your top three out of MJ, LeBron, and Kobe.
MJ, LeBron, Kobe.
Who's number one? Who's number two? Who's number three?
I love Kobe. He's basically inspiration to me. I watched him. That's why I started playing basketball is because of him. Um, I I feel like LeBron and Michael Jordan are better than Kobe, but as a person, Kobe is like as an inspiration. I feel like Kobe. I'm gonna put him in my number one spot just for that. Um, and I'm gonna go MJ number two, LeBron number three.
Give it to me
Um,
talent wise. Who do you think talent wise one, two, three?
talent wise, I'm gonna say Jordan, LeBron, Kobe.
Yeah, I would say I would say that too. I'd say Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. I would put Kobe in front of LeBron, but I mean like Kobe, he needed help with like Shaq, and he needed a big team around him. But like you saw LeBron take on all those other teams with what him and who J.R. Smith.
Hmm.
I mean like LeBron is something else, but MJ, he's easily my number one. And I'm not even saying he's just number one skilled. He you can't even hate that. Like
Yeah,
his accolades compared to the rest are a lot more. But
yeah.
we'll veer off of that for now. Don't want to get hated on. But let's talk about Kevin Durant.
Yeah, definitely. Kevin Durant, he's out for the All-Star game. He with a hamstring injury. And then so Jason Tatum, since he was out, Jason Tatum is now a starter. He definitely deserved that spot over, if if KD wasn't injured, I think he should have been over Kyrie Irving in the starting position. So yeah, so Kevin Durant's out, but he still remains the captain of the team. And then yeah, that's about it.
All right, so
Uh,
let's just I'm gonna name off these all stars now. So for the West, starting is LeBron, Kawhi, Jokic, Luka Doncic, and Stephen Curry. I
yeah,
mean, I think that's fair. I think that's what everyone expected. And then
yeah,
for the East, it could be pretty controversial. Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal, and then Kyrie. Um, so with that said, let me tell you the East reserves. So there's Sabonis. He's replacing KD.
Yeah,
Ben Simmons, Julius Randle's had a great season. James Harden,
yeah,
Jalen Brown, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic.
yeah. Zach LaVine, he's well deserved All-Star.
Agreed. Now, would you change anything for that East?
No, I think it's good.
Okay, and then let me
Yeah.
tell you the West reserves. So Devin Booker, if you listened to our last podcast, he was snubbed,
Yeah,
but
so just after we released that, the news came out that Devin Booker was picked an All-Star. So we're about a week late on that news, but yeah, he's an All-Star now.
yeah, well deserved.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
his teammate Chris Paul right with him. I think those guys are doing great job in Phoenix. I think they could
Yeah,
make it pretty far in the playoffs.
yeah.
Just the
I feel like
experience of Chris Paul and then the scoring
yeah,
of Devin Booker.
I feel like that Chris Paul's an All-Star this year is because that uh Phoenix is doing so good. If Phoenix wasn't doing that good, Chris Paul wouldn't be an All-Star.
But would that mean Chris Paul's not doing so good?
No, no, no. The team is better, right? Like, the team is pretty good. So what I'm saying is that if the team, okay, how do I say this? Um, the sometimes the All-Star choices are around the teams on what teams they play for, right? So as you can see, the Jazz have the number one spot. They got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, right? So uh, as starters, or actually no, Donovan Mitchell's not a starter,
Reserves.
reserve, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
think
then,
that's why.
yeah. So going back to that, just to finish it off, yeah, Gobert, Mitchell, and then Paul George, Zion Williamson, and then Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and let me show you the Eastern or the Western Conference standings. So you got Utah Jazz, 27-9. Very impressive season. They are basically the perfect team, as
The
you
one
say,
thing I
right?
want to say, the last time we filmed this podcast, they went from then on, they went 2-3. So they've lost more than they've won.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Utah Jazz, well, they're doing a lot. Well, they're doing a lot better from last season, a few seasons ago, right?
For
Because
sure,
last season they're barely scraping, like making it to the playoffs.
for sure.
So Utah Jazz number one, Suns number two, 23-11.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Clippers 24-13. Lakers 24-13, tied. They're both on two game losing streaks. And you got Trailblazers 20-14, Spurs 18-13, Nuggets 20-15, Mavericks 18-16. And the number 9 spot, they knocked off Golden State. Golden State has 19-17. So, and then you got Grizzlies, Pelicans, Kings, Thunder, Rockets, Timberwolves. So, as you can see, the Warriors are down to the ninth spot. I feel like they'll bounce back to. I think they'll make the playoffs, definitely.
I think so. Curry definitely is carrying that team right now. But with the Suns, it's cool to see because the Suns are a team that can win consistently. Now,
Yeah,
like their team, I mean, they're on a 3 game winning streak. They'll win, and then they'll maybe lose one, but
yeah,
they rarely will go on a 2 game losing streak. So I think the Suns are going to be actually I think they'll finish over the Jazz. I think they'll finish number 1 seed.
really,
Yeah, I think so.
man.
I
Do
think
you
they're
think? Do you
because
think Lakers are gonna finish number one spot?
no, I don't think so. They're what 24-13. They might, but I think they'll finish number 3, definitely ahead of the Clippers. They have the same record right
Yeah.
now, about the same everything. So I
Do
think
you?
they'll finish
Yeah.
above them.
Do you think the Jazz will remain the number one spot going into the playoffs?
I don't think so. I think the Suns will get it, or the Lakers, one or the other. I don't. I think
Ah,
they'll probably fall to 3.
interesting. Interesting. Yeah. So let's go to Eastern Conference now. So you got 76ers, 24-12, Brooklyn Nets, 24-13, Bucks 21-14, Celtics 18-17, Knicks 18-18, Number six is Heat. Heat now they're in the playoffs, so it's quite a big of a bounce back. They are 17 and 18. Hornets 17, 18. Raptors 17 and 18.
Now, with saying the Heat are in the playoffs, I mean, you can just tell the Western Conference is a lot stronger than the Eastern Conference.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's been like this for years now.
Yeah, yeah, just saying this now, the 6, 7, 8 seed in the Eastern Conference all have losing records, and then
Yeah, yeah.
in the West, there are only
Western Conference, Golden State has the last winning record in the standings at the ninth position,
yeah,
and the
so
East has it at the sixth.
there are only 5 teams with a losing record in the West, and then are only there are only 5 teams in the Eastern Conference with a winning record.
Yeah.
Actually, no, never
No,
mind.
four.
Only four.
Four.
Yeah, the Knicks are at 500.
Do you think the Knicks will make the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. With with a division like this,
Really? Oh
um,
yeah, definitely with a division like this.
I think so. And then yeah, I just love to say, I have to say it. My boy Lamelo Ball, come on now, put some respect on his name.
Really,
You
man,
don't like him?
he's I I don't mind him.
Hmm.
It's just Lonzo Ball, the LeVar Ball, the dad, just drive me nuts, man. I
Really?
hate those
Why?
guys so much.
I feel
They're
like
just
you're
so
either.
cocky, especially the dad, LeVar. He's so cocky. He's like, "Oh, my son's gonna be the greatest man ever, the greatest player ever. I
Mhm.
can beat Michael Jordan in a one-on-one, all that." It's like, just shut up, dude. Just go
But
sit in the corner,
you
watch
got to
it.
give respect. Respect is due. Lamelo is a baller. He.
LaMelo, yeah, yeah, definitely.
I mean, okay. So, what are your takes on the top rookies this year?
What was that?
Top rookies this year?
Top
What do you think?
rookies?
Yeah.
Um,
So let's go
uh,
this
I don't know.
the top three taken: James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, and well, in order, it's Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, and Lamelo Ball.
Um, James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, and Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna say LaMelo, Edwards, and then Wiseman.
Yeah, Edwards has been actually playing really good too,
Yeah,
um, as of late. But I mean, Lamelo Ball didn't play or start. I mean, not didn't play, didn't start his first couple games. Actually, he just started a couple weeks ago, and he was what, the youngest person to drop a triple double ever in NBA
yeah.
history. I mean, he's something special. He's something special.
I feel like he's gonna get Rookie of the Year. He's not my favorite player. I like him. He's a good player,
Mhm.
solid, player. Um, my favorite player in this draft class of 2020, 2021 has got to be Anthony Edwards. Great story. He definitely deserves to be in the NBA, and yeah, so he is NBA material. That's for sure.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. Lamelo Ball is averaging 15.8 points per game,
Hmm.
which is great for a rookie. And then Anthony Edwards at 14.9.
Yeah,
So and then the assists though, Lamelo Ball can not only score the ball, he can well, some may say it's a better part of his game, passing.
yeah.
Both the ball brothers are really good at that. So I think this guy's definitely going to be. I'd say top 5 in the league players to come.
When do you think that's gonna happen?
I'd
Top five.
say I'd say I'd say 3 years.
Really?
Give it around Luca time because he came in the NBA now, and I think Luca's been in the NBA for 3 years. So I'd say give it Luca
Mm,
time. I think he'll be just as
yeah.
good.
Luca will be definitely MVP one of them. For at least, I think he's gonna be MVP minimum of 2 or 3 times.
Agreed. And then Anthony Edwards only has 2.5 assists going back to that. So
Yeah,
and not only can Lamelo score and assist, he can also rebound.
yeah,
I mean, he's averaging 6 rebounds a game.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is crazy. Anthony
Mhm.
Edwards is also rebounding pretty good though, 4 rebounds a game. But I mean, I feel like Lamelo is definitely the clear cut
Yeah.
rookie of the year.
hmm Uh, do
Okay,
you wanna uh, do you wanna take a break now? Take a little break.
sure, you take it off.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking off. We'll just take a little couple minute break now, and yeah, we'll be back with some NFL and some NHL. And we are back. Um, so we're gonna lead into some NFL now. Let's start off with the most recent news is Ben Roethlisberger signing a new contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. My question to you, Armand, is: do you think he's gonna be uh, for this last season? He was good, and then when Pittsburgh went on a huge losing streak, it was a different Ben Roethlisberger. Do you think that Pittsburgh will be a strong team this year, or are they still gonna have their losing funk?
With a team like Pittsburgh in a stacked division with the Browns and Ravens and the up and coming Bengals with Joe Burrow, I mean, I definitely, I couldn't have predicted them going 11-0 starting the season, but I mean, with just the Ravens having Lamar Jackson, you're not gonna. I mean, even if you do beat that, um, I don't think you can do it with Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, the Cleveland and Baker Mayfield. I don't know. I mean, Baker Mayfield played pretty good, but
hmm
beating Pittsburgh and they lost. Who did they lose to in the Chiefs? Right? Yeah, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Um, Baker, I don't think he has the chops to win them a Super Bowl. Like with the NFL now, you have to have a quarterback that's
Yeah.
gonna win you the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Definitely.
Brady, Mahomes, Lamar. I mean Lamar obviously has playoff stunts, but like I don't think Big Ben's gonna get you there anymore. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think Big Ben has a better opportunity, or not opportunity, better chance than Baker Mayfield. I don't know if Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield's gonna get any better, but
I think Baker Mayfield is gonna get better. It's just the Cleveland team is young, and
is it too young though? I mean, Jarvis Landry is is
it's
is
it's
getting up there in age, and
yeah, it's not it's younger than all the other teams, right?
mhm.
But I definitely think Steelers. I don't think like as a Steelers fan, I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is gonna be as good as he was last year, or like he's definitely gotten a lot worse since his elbow surgery. Not last season, but the season before. But I, I don't think he is gonna be as good. I feel like it's his time to retire, um, and Steelers start to shop for another quarterback.
I think it was good that the Steelers brought him back. It was
Yeah,
so let's see.
there's a
Roethlisberger is the
long
NFL's.
delay. There's a
Uh,
long delay in it too.
right,
Like,
right. Let me read out the deal. So Roethlisberger has the NFL's largest 2021 salary cap number at 41.25 million
wow,
in the final year of his 2-year, $68 million contract extension. So
damn.
obviously he's getting paid a lot of money.
hmm
Um, but with that being said, I think he can take this Pittsburgh team far, but that's only if he can stay consistent.
hmm
Because he played great games. Um, I know he didn't play the best of teams, but I think he could definitely still string together a run for the Super Bowl one last time.
Uh, I, I, as a Steelers fan, I don't think they will definitely make it to the playoffs. I don't think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl with Ben Roethlisberger. Um, I, I don't know what, especially like Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster. Deontay Johnson. They got a lot of young guys that can, they can catch the ball, they can make great plays, but it's just the quarterback, right? So the quarterback controls everything. So it like for example, Chase Claypool, he had a phenomenal rookie season, and that was because of Roethlisberger. Um, that was just him throwing him the ball. But it was he doesn't have Roethlisberger doesn't have the greatest throws at times. It all some oftentimes gets tipped, interceptions. He is not one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. He used to be when the Steelers were winning the Super Bowl, but he's definitely done his time. I think he should retire in the next couple of years. So and then time for Steelers to get a new quarterback.
I think it was a good signing that the Steelers made because even if you do have Roethlisberger say for another 2 years, and you go out and you draft a quarterback, even in this year's draft, we'll get to that later when we talk about the draft with you, but I
Yeah,
mean it's so deep in quarterback depth. So even if the Steelers do decide to go quarterback late, I mean, what can't you learn from Ben Roethlisberger?
yeah, but he's 39, right?
I
And
mean,
he is.
what Brady's 44.
Oh, Tom Brady's a different breed. It's Ben Roll. He's 39, so I think he signed for a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal.
Two.
So 2 years. Okay, so then he's gonna be 40. March 2nd is his birthday. Well, happy late birthday, Ben Roethlisberger. But 2 years he will be 40. 41. So
Yeah, we're recording this on March 4th.
yeah, so I definitely think he'll be retired by then.
So let me just tell you Ben Roethlisberger's touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, he had 33 touchdowns this season and only 10 picks. I mean, I feel like that's pretty good. The only
It's
time
not
he,
bad.
I mean, 2018. Would you say he had a good year?
Um, 2018. Uh, yeah, I think he had a good year.
I
2018.
mean,
He wasn't bad.
he had one more touchdown throw and six more interceptions. 34 touchdowns, 16 interceptions.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, sorry, he was.
20,
I just don't have the stats in front of me. So yeah, he was definitely a lot worse than before.
2017, 28 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. 2016, 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
Hmm
2015, 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. What was the year they went to the Super Bowl? 2004, no, 2012? 2013?
Yeah, let me look it up.
Um, I think it might have been 2000 and
They went in 2009. I knew it. 2008, 2009 season.
oh,
They
was
went.
that
They
far ago?
yeah,
All right. Saying that, it's
and
2009.
2006 and
And
2006.
uh, Ben Roethlisberger had 26 touchdowns and 12 interceptions.
Yeah,
That's significantly worse, and they went to the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Significantly worse than 33 and 10. So,
yeah.
so,
I
so
didn't really
going
look up
back to
this.
your thing on the interceptions with Ben Roethlisberger. Now, now looking at the stat that he threw more interceptions and less touchdowns that Super Bowl year. Do you think they can get back still? Or do you
Um,
stick with your no?
I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna get back. They'll make it to playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna get
What do you
back.
think is holding them back?
Um, Whatever it was, you know how they're losing like the last half, last was it, couple of game, was
Yeah,
it like
yeah. Last
last
couple.
6 games of
Yeah.
the season, right? Whatever that little funk was, I think that's what it's gonna be. That I was not very happy with that. They did win on my birthday, which was against the Colts. That was one of the wins that they had. They had a great comeback. They played a great game that day. So um, if they can play how they played like earlier this season, they went 11-0 undefeated. So if they can do that, if they can just have a great start, keep that momentum going into through the playoffs, they'll have a great season.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on. It's good talk about Ben, but let's move on to Russell Wilson now.
Yeah,
So Russell Wilson, his camp discussed possible trade destinations with the Seahawks. The spots are main spots right now are the Dolphins, Jets, Saints, and Raiders, and also the Bears. Uh,
yeah.
so what do you think about
Also,
that?
yeah. So I looked at the CBC Sports Instagram. So this is what the potential trades could be. So Bears receive Russell Wilson, and Bears receive a 2022 fourth round pick. Seahawks receive Nick Foles, Jimmy Graham, Akeem Hicks, uh, 21 first round pick, 22 first round pick, 23 first round pick. Do you think that's a fair trade?
Mm, Okay, so with me, I feel that I don't like looking at these mock trades because I feel like
Yeah.
none of them will ever be right.
Yeah.
I've yet to see one be accurate, so I'm gonna say no to all of them
Mhm.
because I feel like the NFL will just shock you all the time. So I
Yeah,
don't I don't
definitely.
I don't I don't trust those things. I don't need to look into those.
Yeah, did you see this one? This one's quite interesting. This is just a mock one. This is I do not think this is gonna happen. Um, there's a lot of picks in here too, so I'm not gonna read out the picks. Cowboys, it's a three-way trade between Cowboys, Raiders, and Seahawks. So Cowboys receive Russell Wilson, Raiders receive Dak, and then Seahawks receive Derek Carr. What do you think of that?
Like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I
Yeah,
mean, is it fair? Uh,
I don't think that's fair. I think
Not
Steelers.
really,
Steelers
but
get the most picks out of that, but yeah, I don't know.
Steelers or Seahawks?
No, sorry, Seahawks get the most picks out of that.
Right. So now looking at Russell Wilson's stats, yeah, he threw for 4,212 yards and
Hmm.
40 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson seemed like the clear-cut MVP at the start of the year, huh?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
definitely. Then he kind of fell off.
he fell off. It was so shocking. I thought the Seahawks were gonna do amazing. I thought Russell Wilson was gonna be like, wow, this guy he stepped it up. He's like, but I don't know. If
Yeah.
I mean, Seattle's in trouble, but
Hmm. What about seeing Dak Prescott Dak Prescott wants the Dallas Cowboys to pay him right behind Patrick Mahomes. No, no.
no way. Your Dak Prescott is not that good. Dak
Yeah, I agree.
Prescott is. Go
He
ahead.
shouldn't get paid that much.
Yeah, he's not gonna get paid that much. I don't know what like. Okay, here's the thing. Prescott, he is a great quarterback. Now I remember back the days when Wentz and Prescott were debated between each other. my
Yeah.
thing, I always personally believe Prescott was way better, but then that
Mhm,
was when Wentz was having his MVP season and then got injured.
mhm.
But I mean, Dak, he's a great quarterback, but
Yeah.
he's not gonna get 500 million. He's not even gonna get
Yeah.
close. And for him,
I
what
think
are they giving?
max he'll get 300 in
I
five
mean,
years.
I don't. I mean, yeah, Dak Prescott. I think he'll probably get franchise tagged, and then they'll have another year to sort. I mean, because he'll probably want too
Yeah.
much. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous what he's asking. And one more thing. Also one more thing. Jameis Winston. For top free agent landing spots for him. Do you think he's gonna go to Saints, Washington, uh, Bears, Patriots? So do you think he's gonna
Saints.
re-sign with Saints?
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna resign with the Saints.
But they got what's it?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. This is just a theory. Don't quote
Mhm.
me on this. It's just a theory.
Yeah.
Um, so my theory is that Sean Payton. Okay, remember when Drew Brees was out, who wasn't playing,
Yeah.
and Taysom Hill stepped in.
Yeah.
Um, my theory was Sean Payton put in Taysom Hill instead of Jameis Winston because he didn't want Winston to do good. because
Yeah.
he didn't want to show teams that Winston is a good quarterback. He
Mm.
wanted to kind of like say kind of like store Winston,
Mhm.
and then when the resigning comes, it'll be a lot easier to get him back because then other teams won't be wanting him as much, and then he'll probably come cheaper as well. So
Don't you think that James Winston was pretty mad about this?
I think he was, but I think he knows his role at this point. I think definitely Sean Payton's talked to him, and I don't think it's gone unnoticed. I think they know what they're doing, and I think he'll definitely resign with I wouldn't say a long term deal, but I definitely say 2 years.
I Who would you start, Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill? I'd take Taysom Hill every day.
I'd say Winston. I mean,
Really?
I feel like people you can't forget he threw 30 touchdowns that season, and that's
Yeah.
when the man was practically blind. I mean,
Yeah.
he had eye surgery, and I mean, if he can see now and he knows how to read the field, he is gonna be a good quarterback. I mean, 30 touchdowns that can't go unnoticed.
But look at Taysom Hill. He's a tight end, he's a wide receiver, he's a running back, and like a quarterback. All like he's basically the perfect player in high school, university, if you think about it. But I think Taysom Hill is going to start over James Winston. But going back to that, I think they might you know how Canucks are doing, they're going Holtby and Demko like every other night. I feel like it might be that with Jameis and Taysom. Do you think that's gonna happen?
I think Taysom or not. I think James Winston's gonna be the full time starter.
Interesting.
Unless he does bad, then they'll probably put Taysom in because Taysom's a good, reliable, all right,
Huh.
the backup. Because Taysom Hill can play just when the quarterback, right? So
Yeah, Taysom Hill's fun to watch, man.
yeah, no, he
He
is.
just runs touchdowns.
Yeah, and then also with Drew Brees, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be retiring or not, but if he does,
No, he's already retired.
did he?
Yeah, he retired.
No, maybe I missed that. But oh, maybe he did. Maybe I'm blanking. I don't know. It's been a
Yeah,
busy
he
week.
did.
uh, but he said to I don't know if it was true or not, but people were saying that he was telling Jameis Winston that's his team now. What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. Uh,
What do you think on that?
uh, I don't know, man. It's low. Do you wanna move over to the top free agents, 2021?
Yeah, sure. Let's move to that. Then I also want to talk about the draft, upcoming draft.
Yeah, definitely. So for the top free agents, for the quarterback spot, we have Dak Prescott, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston, Cam Newton. And then for the running back position, we have Aaron Jones, Chris
You
Carson,
snake!
Leonard Fournette,
Drew Brees is
Kenyon
not
Drake.
retired yet.
Yeah, he did. Dude, he's retired. Look it up.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
Drew Brees has yet to make a decision on retirement from the NFL or not. Snake,
Oh,
trying to tell me I'm
that is.
wrong.
Oh, you screw you,
Search
man.
it up,
Drew Brees.
punk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay,
You thought
okay.
you made me think I was going insane.
No, he's definitely gonna retire. I thought he announced it after they lost to the what is it called, the Buccaneers, the playoffs. I thought he. Damn,
Had me thinking I was crazy.
dude, okay. He's definitely gonna retire. Yeah,
Maybe.
he's definitely gonna retire.
I think he is gonna retire, but
He's done, man. I'll bet you $100 that he doesn't play next season.
okay.
I will bet that, yo.
Okay, go
He
back
is
to the
not
free
gonna
agents.
play. Yeah, what was it?
Hey, let's go back to the free agents.
Ah, dude. After you interrupt me like that, yo,
I had to tell you.
we gotta talk about this,
I
man.
just had to tell you. I thought I was going crazy. You made me think he actually retired. I was like, what?
Dude, he's gonna retire. Watch, bro. Watch. He'll retire. He's not playing next season.
We'll see. We'll
All
see.
right, all right, all right. And then running back Kenyon Drake as well. Do you think Kenyon Drake's gonna stay with Arizona?
Um, I don't know if Arizona will want to resign him because Chase Edmonds, I think it is. He's played pretty well. I think he's played just as good as Trey.
Yeah.
So
What about Leonard Fournette? Because they have whatchamacallit, Ronald Jones.
playoff Lenny. They do have Ronald Jones, but yeah, this one's tough. I mean, how much will Leonard Fournette want though? I think that's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants a lot, if he wants to be paid like a starting running back, then I don't. The Bucks
He has to
definitely
up his
won't.
game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he played a great playoff, so I think he'll have a point of wanting money. But if he wants to stay in Tampa Bay and thinks he can win another ring with Brady, I think he'll probably go back there.
Yeah. What about Cam? Where do you think he's going?
Okay. With Cam, definitely not back to the Patriots. The Patriots might choose a quarterback with their pick.
Yeah.
Might try to move up, but I don't even know if Cam will play again with any other team.
Really?
I could see him going to the Bears. I could see him going to
I think he's gonna go to the Jets.
the Jets. Why would the Jets want him? They're rebuilding.
Yeah, he's well. Jets are the Jets, man.
The Jets are
You
the
don't know
Jets.
what you don't know what they're gonna do, man. You don't know what they're gonna do.
I guess that's a good point. Jets are the Jets.
And then wide receivers, we got Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson, Juju, Will Fuller. I feel like they're all resigning except for Will Fuller.
I agree with that. Juju's definitely going to resign. I know that for
Yeah,
a fact
they're
because
100%.
I saw on the Ben Roethlisberger thing was posted on Instagram by the NFL. Juju commented. He said let's get it or something, and he said let's talk. He said now let's talk. So
Yeah.
assuming that's towards his contract,
Mhm.
I think he'd definitely be back.
Yeah. There's no doubt. I feel
Wait, Allen Robinson. You don't think he's gonna go anywhere?
no, he's gonna stay.
I think he'll definitely leave. I don't think he's gonna want
Where
back
do you
in
think
that
he's gonna go?
in Chicago. Hopefully he goes to New York. I don't think he's gonna go to New York, but I mean,
Giants or Jets?
I don't think he's gonna go to either. I think he'll probably go. I'm not too sure, but I definitely think he's gonna move on from Chicago.
All right,
I
interesting.
don't think he wants to stay because I mean, without him, that offense doesn't really do much. And
Yeah,
David Montgomery's been playing pretty good, but I mean, they don't really have a threat in the receiver game. Then, I mean, Darnell
yeah,
Mooney, he's a really good prospect, but he's no
yeah,
Allen Robinson just yet.
yeah. Also, Gronk. So now we're in tight ends. Gronk, do you think he's gonna stay, or
I
is
think
he,
yeah,
or sorry, do you think he's gonna retire, or is he gonna play another year?
I think he's gonna play another year. I think he'll play till Brady's done.
All right.
Unless Brady just goes forever,
The dude's like this 60 throwing touchdowns.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna count him out, but I think he'll retire when with Brady.
When do you think Brady's gonna retire? What age?
Oh man, I'm not gonna
He's
say anything,
43 right
man.
now.
I don't freaking
43.
know. Maybe like I want to say 2 years, maybe five. No, I'm joking.
Five,
I'm
yo,
joking,
that's
joking.
47, bro.
Maybe I'd say like 2 years. Or
2 years, really?
I think
I feel like he's got a good 6 years left in the tank. I think so.
you're
I think
playing.
he's
You're joking.
no. I think he's got like six
You're
years left.
freaking
But
joking.
I
You
think he's
think
got
he's
six.
gonna play till 50? You're joking. You're
No, dude,
joking. You're
49. But
joking.
I don't know. Okay, I think I think he has 6 years left in the tank. He's not gonna play till he's 50. I think he'll be done minimum. He'll be 45 when he retires. 45 to
Yeah.
47.
I think 45 will retire. That's what I think.
Dude, we're just like 5 years from, or just like 10
2
years from
years.
now, he's still playing.
Imagine. Okay, so is that it, or you have a
And
couple more?
then we got Hunter Henry, uh,
They could probably
John
resign.
Smith, and then Jared Cook.
I
I
think
feel
those
like,
guys will all resign.
yeah, they'll all
Maybe
resign.
Jared Cook might not, but I think everyone else will.
I think Jared Cook will resign.
Yeah, I'd say
Saints were a strong team last year, but I think they will. And they got Shaq Barrett, um, Richard Sherman, and Patrick Peterson.
Peterson.
Patrick Peterson, sorry.
Elias Peterson. Best player in the NHL.
Richard Sherman Where do you
I,
think he's gonna go?
I could see him going to a Super Bowl contender. That's what he's definitely going to go to, and he said he's going to go to.
He's on the 49ers now, right?
Yeah, 49ers, but I don't think he's going to resign. I think he's going to go to somewhere. Because honestly, if I'm being real, if the 49ers don't get a good quarterback, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
No.
They
Um,
need a better quarterback.
do you think that Sherman will go back to Seattle?
No, no way. There's no.
Uh,
I think there's too much animosity there.
yeah. I feel like he might go to Tampa, or if they
Do
could
you
free
think
up some,
Tampa can even afford that?
if they free up some cap space,
By
maybe.
releasing who? Because they got to re-sign Shaq Barrett.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they can go. I feel like he's either gonna go Tampa Bay,
I think Dallas is a
um,
good spot for him. I think
Dallas.
he might
Yeah,
go to Dallas.
definitely Dallas. Um, Kansas City. I don't know.
No.
That's kind of up there. Browns. I could definitely see him going to the Browns.
Yeah, yeah.
He seems like a Browns kind of player.
The Browns kind of player. Okay, cool. So let's before I want you head into the Canucks, I want to talk about the draft.
Yeah,
So okay, so I think obviously number one pick is going to be Trevor Lawrence, no doubt about that.
yeah,
The
Jaguars.
Jaguars. Do you think Zach Wilson will go over Justin Fields?
I think so.
You think
I mean,
so? Really?
well, if Jets have number two pick, right, and he's also Zach Wilson's a quarterback, so if they can, because Jets are rebuilding.
They're both quarterbacks.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a tough call, but I feel like Jets are gonna take Zach Wilson.
But Justin Fields led Ohio to the almost to the finals. Oh wait, no, they did go to the finals. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they lost though.
But I don't know. It'll be interesting on who they take. I don't really I don't It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care if who goes. But honestly, if even Justin Fields if he goes, I'll be happy for both of them. It'll definitely help the Jets. I feel like if who they're drafting now is gonna be their franchise player for the
Yeah,
next
that's
few
agreed. I
years.
think they'll both be good quarterbacks. I personally, I think Justin Fields is a bit better, but um, the last thing I want to talk about, because we can go more in depth in when the draft is around the corner. But
Yeah,
right
definitely.
now, I just want to talk about who's better, Jamar Chase from LSU
Mhm.
or Devontae Smitty from Alabama. Now,
Um,
Jamar Chase didn't play this season, so that's a big reason why he might not be as good.
what do you think? I'm still
Personally,
kind of deciding.
it's so hard because Jamar
Yeah.
Chase, I mean, he is a stud. He can run routes, he can win jump balls, he's everything. Physical.
Hmm.
Devontae Smith, run routes, he can catch everything. I mean, these guys are just freaks. But I think I think just Jamar Chase is a bit better. I mean, I can't you can't sleep on his performance his
Yeah.
performance last year. That was crazy. He had a great year with Justin Jefferson. Um, but I mean, Devontae Smith also they're both insane. So what do you think?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I mean it's so close. Like it's they're right there. They're franchise right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so shall we move into the last kind of segment of the podcast?
yeah, man, favorite part of the podcast.
You got any other things you want to talk about?
No, man, I'm good. Let's go. You got kicked us off. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right,
Next
perfect. All
time.
right, so let's get this off. Talk about the Vancouver Canucks. You know, the worst team in the NHL. No,
You
I'm
know,
just kidding.
I got my Burrows and my Sedin's jersey.
Yeah,
Better gotta honor these guys. I got my
hurts
Crosby
me.
there too.
Hurts me because Burrows just signed with Montreal as a
Yeah.
coach on the coaching staff. That hurts, but
To put Burrows on the Ring of Honor, man. Gotta
I
give
know
him a
it hurts.
chance.
It hurts, but I mean, Burrows will always be a Canuck. But
Yeah, 100%.
so now with the Canucks being almost last in the in the North Division, Senators coming up, almost
Joel,
passing them.
do you think Senators are gonna pass Canucks
I don't think so.
in this month?
I don't think so. You know what? Personally, I think the Canucks are gonna have a good month. We were 1-1 in this month so far. One win against the Jets, 4-0, and then one
That
loss,
was
five and
shocking.
two.
That was like, I was sitting there. I'm like, okay, when is Winnipeg gonna score? Like,
That's
you know,
Demko's first career NHL shutout.
first,
I swear, I
round of
thought,
applause to him, man.
yeah,
Like he did a great job. He,
and
between
and
the
and and
pipes,
they
he
and
was
they were
awesome.
not chump saves. They weren't chump saves. There was a
Yeah,
bunch of cross creases. I think there were three breakaways he had to save.
yeah,
I mean, he
yeah,
played outstanding.
100%. He definitely will deserve MVP of the Canucks, like, their team MVP. But yeah, I really like Demko now. Wish he could have done this last season instead of giving up, willy-nilly goals. But Holtby, he's disappointed. He's pretty
Yeah, I
disappointing.
hate to say it, but Holtby is he's letting in everything. I mean,
But when we played against the Flames, we won. I think it was 5-1, right?
5-1, 5-1.
Um, Holtby got he that was his best game of the season, and then Travis Keane didn't play him the next game, which was a big mistake. I think. I think Demko was coming off of a bad game the game before against Calgary, so they should have played Holtby 2 games in a row. But
I,
no,
I, I I agree they should have definitely played Holtby, but it's easy to say now Demko is the guy. He's
yeah,
younger, he's better. It's nothing to it.
mhm. Yeah. There's definitely something going right with Demko right now, and you know,
And I think
I,
that last game with the Jets just showed it was a back-to-back game, so I don't think people can hate on Greener
their
for
goalie, the Jets goalie, Dubois, his name is,
Brissois.
he Brassard, but he was phenomenal.
I hate him.
Like, oh really? Yes, but I think he's like against the Canucks. I think Canucks prefer Halibut over.
Yeah, agreed. I
Yeah,
definitely want Hellebuck to be in the net rather
yeah.
than Brissois.
Right. I'm like one day it was like the first game when the Canucks were playing Jets, Hellbuck. Okay, perfect. Let's go get this win, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when Jets play Canucks, they know who to put
The
in net.
Canucks just struggle playing backups. Like even in the playoffs, we
Canucks just
played
struggle in general.
we played Jake Allen and we lost both games. We won one, but it's like the Canucks just they can't score. But okay, so here's my take. I think the Canucks will have a monster March as Shardy, the Canucks one of the Canucks announcers, like
Yeah, John Shortus. Yeah.
yeah. So I think they'll have a great March, and the reason for that, 2 words: Thatcher Demko. I think he can lead the Canucks to multiple wins. I think we'll have definitely a winning record by the end of this.
Really? Really? You think that?
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
Okay.
bold. I'll say
After
it.
Canucks went 2-9-2 in February,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Um, I I don't know, man. I feel like Canucks either they're gonna have a really good month or they're gonna be just like last month.
Hmm.
So I feel like it all depends on this game against Montreal.
Toronto.
Yeah, sorry, Toronto. My bad. So if they can get a good win here, then and especially against Toronto, the best team in the conference or sorry,
Almost best team in the
division.
league too.
Oh, they are.
No, they're,
Okay.
they're third. They're third in the league, but almost.
Okay, so yeah, so the best in the division. If they can get a good win here, then I feel like they'll have a good March.
Yeah, agreed. But
We
with
gotta,
Austin Matthews out as well, they need to take advantage of that. And
yeah, definitely.
I mean, Demko just, I mean, he got a shutout. I mean, I mean the Canucks just play with my emotions. I just feel like Demko will get a shutout and like, oh my god, we're gonna be so good, and then and then we crap the bed 5-2.
Oh man, this
But
is so true.
I'm not gonna say anything about Travis Green starting Holtby because I mean it's a back to back. You can't tell me any coach would not put their backup in and back it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think hopefully Demko can save us.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a tough call, but it's
And
Demko has to step up for this month,
yeah,
and especially Holtby. Holtby definitely has to step up.
for you guys, I'll just give you the stats here. So Demko's played 3 more games in Holtby. Uh, um, and their save percentages are Demko's at a 907, so almost league average,
Mhm.
which is, I mean, but right now, as of late, I think it's like 9.2 something, so above league average. So
Mhm.
Demko's save percentage had been going up since the start of the season, which is great to see.
Yeah.
And then Holtby is at a 8
Oh,
8.93 save percentage.
that's not good.
That's not good at all. So let's talk about the players here. Brock having an amazing
Oh, phenomenal season.
25 points, 12 goals, 13
You got to give it to
assists.
Brock, man. He's had a phenomenal season.
Definitely been the
Um,
best Canucks as of late.
yeah, definitely.
Um, and then Huggy with 2 goals, 20 assists, 22
Hmm.
points. So I
Yeah, yeah.
mean those guys are just right up there. And then finally, PD is starting to take off now. He's playing good again. But I mean those posts are
Those posts are a bitch.
9 posts this season.
Yeah,
The next person has 4. I mean that's just unlucky. But
yeah.
I
But
think
that's definitely for PD. It's in his mindset. Like especially he the post a lot. It's definitely in his head, and he's worked on it, and he's burying pucks now.
yeah, he's definitely he's found his groove. Um, so let's talk about Jake Virtanen.
Yeah,
So he's on the trade block, obviously. They're looking for trades for him. Rumors he goes to Anaheim
yeah,
for Dayton Heine was in the trade. Dayton Heine was in the trade rumors. Personally, I don't like it.
yeah. But
What are your thoughts?
Vertanen is just he's not a great player. Canucks have to trade him before trade deadline, or else I'm gonna like Jim Benning has to do a good trade. Um, so I feel like I don't know what's like the Toffoli Stetcher trade, like that was like he's got to pull something like that off. Like that was a good trade,
No, that was a
right?
great trade.
We got it. We have to get like one of those kind of trades for Vertanen.
Yeah, that
So
was
Canucks could have been a way better team if they re-signed Toffoli over Vertanen.
yeah. I think there's just a bunch of like things behind the scenes that was just difficult to sign to Foley, but
Yeah.
but honestly, do you really want to move on for Vertanen for Dayton Heine? I mean Heine, how to know how to say it, Dayton. Um,
Yeah.
he's older, 25 years old, and I mean
Still
he's
fairly young.
still fairly young, yeah. But has played worse than Jake Virtanen. Jake
Yeah.
Virtanen these past 2 games has played pretty good on that
Hmm.
Horvat line. Has been not crushing, forward checking, very
Hmm.
nice. Getting the puck
Yeah.
deep, getting
Very
the puck
nice.
back. Yeah, I mean these past 2 games, Jake Virtanen has looked pretty good. So I mean, definitely the Canucks I feel should think twice about trading him.
They got traded. He has to get traded. I just I don't like the Canucks with him. He's not a good player. He's not really helping the team that much. His forecheck is good, but uh, he's got to put pucks in the net. He's got to get assists. He's got to get some hits down. Um, he definitely needs to up his game if he doesn't want to get traded. But the Canucks, they should definitely trade him.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
Mm.
The Canucks will always disappoint you, so we'll see. Uh,
Always.
let's talk about one last thing.
Yes, sir.
Todd Bertuzzi, former Canuck,
Mhm.
arrested for a DUI. What do you think?
Happens all the time. Even to Tiger.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's nothing big, but can't be doing that.
yeah. It's just some stupid decisions, but
Yeah,
uh,
putting other people's life in your hands and all that. It's not
yeah,
it's not very nice.
it's not smart, not a good
Yeah.
thing to do. But that's interesting thing that happened. Also,
Mhm.
one more thing though. Some veterans that could be moved during the trade deadline. Alex Edler, uh,
Really?
Brandon Sutter, and
Really?
Tanner Pearson.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tanner Pearson gets moved. Edler, that's a big one. I don't think he's going anywhere. I
I
think
don't
he's
think
gonna
he's
be
going
staying.
anywhere either.
Yeah.
It's just rumors.
Sutter, maybe. I don't know, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, Canucks.
Sutter's a good like PK player.
Yeah, he is. He definitely brings that depth together. But
Mhm.
Tanner Pearson and Jake Virtanen, top two guys there, for decently bigger trade value.
Just try to get Toffoli back.
Yeah,
Peterson for Toffoli.
right. Yeah, I'm sure the Montreal Canadiens will trade like 12 goal scorer. They just signed.
Oh man.
I mean, I wish, but at least we have Hoglander, I guess.
Oh man, Hoglander, he's gonna be good, man.
No, yeah, I
Give him
love
a
him.
couple years, he'll be PD level.
Agreed, agreed. He'll be great.
Yeah.
He'll be great everywhere. Getting the pucks, he controls pucks. Mm, he
Did
just
you
makes.
see it when he almost did a wraparound like in
Oh
lacrosse?
my God, the lacrosse
I was
thing.
watching. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, same,
I'm
same.
like, come on, man.
I
Like
wish he
the
pulled.
puck slipped, but I
Yeah,
can't wait till he actually does it and scores a goal.
yeah. When he
Like
finally does it, it's gonna be
it's actually kind of disrespectful to do that,
everywhere.
especially with a veteran goalie too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't care. But I just want to see it happen.
Yeah, I like took my breath away. I was like, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna do it.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I
Come
was so,
on.
but then it fell off, and he had so much room to do it.
Oh. Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll
He had
happen.
time, but I think definitely he'll get one this season.
Yeah, agreed. I think so. If not this season, definitely next season. I mean, the Canucks aren't gonna be gone for long. With them having a down season, I mean,
Mhm.
they're too young not to bounce back.
Yeah,
They have good
but
pieces.
once all the conference or the divisions open up, once everybody can get all vaccinated and all that, right? I think Canucks will have a really good season, especially with the U.S. teams. I think Canucks will be top. I'm gonna say 15 next season. If they, make it through this off season, not letting any big names go. So I feel like they'll have a good next season. Um, but you know what the NHL should have done in January time? Or even the government, they should have just allowed some of the NHL players to get vaccinated so they can go border to border.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's for sports fans. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't expect
Because
it.
okay, that I'm only saying that is because of the Canucks how they're doing this
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
If you're like a Leafs fan, you're like hell no.
yeah,
We're good, we're good. But
yeah.
definitely, I think uh, Canucks need to. This season, they're not. There's only a 6% chance of them making the playoffs. So I 100%. I feel like 100% they're not going to make the playoffs this season. Next season, that's your shot. I feel like they'll do just as good as they did last year in the playoffs. Um, but they need somebody like Toffoli, like a player like Toffoli, a goal scorer and a playmaker for them to make their team complete.
Agreed. Uh, I think that's gonna pretty much do it. You want to wrap us
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Thank you everybody for listening to our last two Brain Cells Sports podcasts. I'm Jeevan Johal. That's Armand Gill. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Uh, Also, YouTube, you can see us talking to each other. Spotify, Apple Podcast is your normal podcast. So thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.